Good morning. Good morning to you all. Good morning to you all. I am Dr. Pushpam, postdoctorate assistant professor in sociology. Today's topic is theoretical approach to social problem. So what is a social problem? It is like overview. Life is a process of continuous assessment and reassessment. Social organism is always undergoing a change necessitating assessments of its different parts. When the various parts of society are properly adjusted, we have social order and a well organized society. But when they fail to adjust themselves to the changing conditions, the result is social disequilibrium or disorganization leading to social problem. Next is social problems have been analyzed scientifically. We will examine some of the theoretical approaches which present universal explanation for all types of social problems. Social problems has a various approaches like social disorganization, cultural approach, value conflict approach, personal deviation approach, anomie approach and social pathology approach. Next, social disorganization approach is a condition of a society, community or group in which there is a breakdown of a social control or of a social order or of formal and informal norms that define permissible behavior. It is characterized by the lack of cooperation, common values, unity, discipline and predictability. Next, moving on. According to according to Warren, according to Warren has defined it as the following conditions involved: lack of consensus, disagreement about group purposes. So wherever we are disagreement about the group purposes, that time social disorganizations will be emerged. Lack of integration of institutions, often working at cross purposes. Inadequate means of social control, preventing individuals from playing their individual roles due to confusions. Next one is definitions. Various authors provide different definitions. So Emil Durkheim considers social disorganization as a state of disequilibrium and a lack of social solidarity or consensus among the members of the society. Next one is Agban and Nimkov says when the harmonious relationship between the various parts of culture is disturbed, social disorganization ensues. Next one is Rafat Eliphaz states that social disorganization is a disturbance in the patterns and mechanisms of human relations. So, next one is characteristics of social disorganizations. In this social disorganization has a certain characteristics like conflict of modes and of institutions, transfer of functions from one group to another, individualism, inconsistency between expectations and achievements. Next one is inconsistency between status and rule, diversity of opinions, heterogeneity of population, mutual distrust, uncertainty and insecurity, and individuality and variety of interest and attitudes. Next, moving on, emphasize on rights rather on duties, contradictions between status and functions, lack of clarity in status and roles, absence of or decreased social control, conflict between society and individual, disregard of values, norms and laws. So these are the characteristics of social disorganizations. Next, moving on, types of disorganization. Elite and Merrill have spoken three types of disorganizations. One is personal or individual disorganization, family disorganization, and community disorganization. Next one is concept and causes of social disorganization. Society organized by a set of expectations and rules. Social disorganization results when these fails and resulting. First condition is normlessness. People have no rules. Second one is cultural conflicts. Conflict. People feel trapped by contradictory set of rules. Third one is breakdown. Obedience to a set of rules result in no rewards or in punishment. For example, rapid social change, job discrimination, drug addiction, personal family and community disorganization. Next one is consequences and solutions of social problem. Consequences. The social system feels the force of disorganization. It may change its rules, keep contradictory rules in force, breaking down rules down, resolved by isolating its causes and correcting them. Society to make new rules and expectations. So these are the causes, consequences of the social disorganization. Then next, moving on, what kind of remedial measures steps to be taken for resolving the social disorganization. Able and efficient administration to fight against the disruptive forces. Proper and comprehensive social and economic planning and policies. Proper implementation of the plans and policies. Organized social work and social welfare activities and social security measures. Next one is appropriate steps to rehabilitate and reform the beggars, criminals, juvenile delinquents, prostitute, mentally and physically handicapped, the aged and the deceased persons. Next one is effective enforcement of land reforms and fixing a ceiling on urban poverty, making effective and attractive family planning and welfare programs and projects, and providing ample education and employment opportunities, especially for the spread of diseases. Next one is to create a psychological atmosphere of security and confidence, assuring and providing social equality, justice, and liberty to all. Next one is taking steps to mobilize public opinion against the evil practices of bribery, corruption, casteism, communalism, racism, exploitation, etc. Instilling in the minds of people sentiments of unity, solidarity, patriotism, and nationalism by making use of mass media of communication in the best possible manner. So these are the solutions of the disorganization, disorganization of the society. So whatever we said above the steps we are taking, we are reducing our disorganization society in society. Okay, thank you. If you have any queries, kindly ask me. I will clarify you. Thank you.